in 3, 2, 1, crescendo!
Match number 11 here in the upper bracket of your district championship in the Evergreen Pacific Northwest. Lots of points up on the board early here in the autonomous period. Some brief brushes of bumpers, but for the most part, things stay reasonably calm, and 2-point swing now make that 7-point swing between your two alliances as drivers now take the controls. Under the red stage we go for all three Red Alliance machines, the 1, 2, 3 cycle in the low, upper, and upper goals respectively, making up a 5-point rotation there for the Red Alliance. And now ORF will go back to that amp to pick up another 1-pointer and enable future amplification of their speaker. Wisely, they don't use it on the 3663 note immediately. They wait until 360 comes in to get the wombo combo of both of them. 10 pointers total on that cycle, and then they come back later for 10 more, and already the Red Alliance has their eyes back on that lower amp goal to get another amplification bonus queued up. The Blue Alliance is, of course, working on pretty much the same playbook over here. Aimbot IRS collecting all taxes due from that speaker like it literally owes them money. That was up to 20 points, depending on how the last one scored, in one giant cycle for the Blue Alliance, giving them a 5-point lead with 1:10 left to play. Under the stage they go. There's the Flaming Chickens, another 2-pointer, as the drive coaches back here behind the wall are every so often collecting notes for each other and passing along vital information about where to drive, making some audible calls mid-match to try and maintain what is currently a 7-point lead. 45 seconds left to play. There's 360 and 4450 over at the Red Alliance scoring outposts, and actually CPR knocks one into the upper goal as well. So another 5-point cycle on Red, trying to chip away. They now trail by 9, 30 seconds left. In prior years, this would be endgame, but we've got a more nail-biter kind of clock this year. One more offensive cycle at least in the books for these two alliances, except, ORF getting pushed all the way around by Catlin Gable's Flaming Chickens. Flaming Chickens then back off the defensive operation to go get one more offensive cycle in, back to their source, 2-pointer on the speaker. They lead by a 15 right now. Up goes 1, 2, and maybe 3 robots. Chickens holding on by 1 wing, and 2.5 robots airborne over there on Red. I'm pretty sure the half won't count for score, but we have referees to get us a final verdict on who remains in the upper bracket momentarily.
Scores are in for match number 11 here at the District Championship. That's going to be a Blue Alliance victory. 128 points to 115. Alliance 8 suffers their first loss at the hands of Alliance 6. Alliance 6 in blue gets a one-way ticket straight to the finals. Alliance 8 has to duke it out one more time in round 5, match 13, where they will go on to face the winner of the next upcoming match. Talk to me, Brett. This is a drama fest if I've ever seen one this week.
So this is one, Josh, where we really need to dig past the scores posted on the board to understand what happened. Score looks like a pretty decisive Blue Alliance victory. I was scrolling down here. These are the official scores posted on frc.events. 128 to 115. That looks pretty clear. I also want to call out clean match. Nice job to all of our teams. Always great to see a penalty-free match at any level of competition. But I think the story here comes when we start to look at more than just the points, but how those points were scored. Let's start up here on the autonomous period. You see the Red Alliance, 4 notes scored in the speaker. The Blue Alliance, 5 notes scored in the speaker during autonomous. Just 1 note difference, but that's 5 points because each note in the autonomous period is worth 5 points. If I scroll down, we look at the teleoperated period. Both alliances putting up a comparable number of notes throughout the match. I think I saw at the end there it was 1 note difference in terms of the tallies at the end of the match. But we look deeper, we see a little bit of a different story. Red Alliance, 9 speaker notes, 12 amplified. Blue Alliance, 7 speaker notes unamplified, and 14. So the same 21 notes scored in the speaker across the match for each alliance. But the Blue Alliance able to put 2 more of those notes in while amplification was active versus while it was not. And you called out during the match in your commentary that Blue Alliance timing that button push properly, taking advantage of that pass strategy. When we're getting down here to this level of competition, you saw same number of notes. And the difference in the match, in addition to some endgame points here, turned out to be who took better advantage of the speaker and the amplification.
And it's sometimes even just that 1 or 2 seconds waiting until the alliance partner is right on your back bumper before you go. Speaking of bumpers, we've got bumpers showing on the field for our next playoff match. Match number 12 will be queued up in just a few moments.